Alright guys, well, I just got delivered a new Shinemate polisher. It's the 620-515. We got a couple extra pads here. We got the wool, high nap wool pad. We got a red foam pad. And let's see what's inside the box here. Alright, so we got a microfiber pad and a yellow pad here. So we got a Shinemate towel. We got another towel. Looks like a short nap, the other one was a long nap. This looks like it would be a bag here to put everything in. Oh, I take it back. It's an apron. That's cool. Look at that. So it's an apron, so you don't get your clothes dirty. I like that. That's different. And of course, we got the machine here. And we've got a couple tools. We've got some brushes here, it looks like. Or I think that's what those would be. I'm not really sure. Some connectors. And we've got a Allen wrench key. We also have a brochure here about the different models. And what looks to be an operator's manual. So right off the bat, feels pretty nice. I like it. Feels it's got some good weight to it, and this should be the 5-inch backing plate here. Now, I've been wanting to try out a Shinemate machine for a while now. My buddy loves the cordless ones, and I heard that these were the new ones, so I'm gonna get a vehicle to try this on. We're gonna play with it, and I'll let you know what I think of it. But so far, it comes with a lot of excitement on my part. Got some pads to work with, and a new toy to play with. Awesome. All right, so you got the 620s and the 610s. You can see that the 610s are 500 watt to 750 watt, while the 620s are 800 watt with a max of 1200 watts. So a lot more power coming out of the 620s than the 610s. And I just can't wait to get going with this. And just to give you some reference of size here, from the right, we have a Flex PE14, a 3401, a PXE80. We have the Shinemate 620-515. We have a SPTA, I think that's a 12 millimeter, and we have a Griot's Boss 21. And as you can see the size difference in the different machines, it's probably the largest one I have, so should be pretty nice in my hands, fit pretty good on the panels. We'll have to see on that, but so far, I mean, it's a beautiful looking machine. Fits nice on my rack there, and it just feels very high end. Looks great too. Well, we've got the Shinemate 515, 620-515. 620 is the new, more powerful version. 5 means 5-inch backing plate, and 15 means 15 millimeter orbit. So I'm gonna give you a raw impression, my first take on this without using it on a car. The backing plate spins nice and smooth. It's got lots of rubber on it. The grip is nice and rubber and sturdy. The head of it has rubber on it, so you can hold it in place. It has a rubber, I don't know what you would call that, but so you can sit it down. I guess kind of like a, not a handle, but a grip on the bottom. And the trigger is down here. You have a trigger lock button, so you can press the trigger and lock it, and it'll keep going on its own. And then you have a speed dial from 1 to 6 over here. Feels nice and weighted in my hands, not overly heavy. I can move it pretty good, and it just feels like a fantastic machine. So let me let you listen to it. I'm gonna put it from speed 1 to speed 6. I'm gonna move up to speed 6. So not loud at all, spins really smooth. Now I'll play with the speed dial, so all you do is hold this down. So you can control the speed with the trigger. And then last but not least, if you press the trigger down and hold the button in, that's the trigger lock. So it feels like a fantastic machine. I think they've done a great job on this. It looks great. I like the coloring on it. Just looks really nice, looks high end, and it feels good. There's, you know, no rattling parts besides your backing plate that all machines make that. And very excited about this, guys. So today I have a couple coming in, and we're gonna do a little polishing work on her car. I don't really know if it's got defects or what. I think it's probably been painted. I'm not sure, I don't know. But I wanna we're gonna use the Shinemate polisher and their pads and stuff, their towels, but I wanna get a perspective from a newbie. And both these guys are gonna be newbies. They're not into detailing, and I wanna show you guys what they think of the machine. Of course, I'm gonna go over the machine too and tell you what I think of it, but it's also interesting to get someone's perspective that doesn't do this kind of work. So stay tuned for that. Let's look at the video. Hope you like it. All right, so we've got Michelle's BMW here, and you know what? It's not really in bad shape. It is a bad color for me to show you guys this demonstration here, but for the sake of just using the Shinemate polisher, and I'm gonna work on this door over here. It's got some micro marring in it, which is very hard to capture with this color, but as you can see right here, I got some. So we'll do this section here. We'll peel the tape, and we'll see, hopefully. But anyway. All right, guys, so we got a bunch of different pads here. We got the high nap wool pad, which is very harsh for cutting. We got the microfiber pad, which is gonna be the next step down. Then we've got a diamond cut pad. This is a foam one, which will be a foam cutting, probably finishing pad at the same time. We've got a red foam pad, which is soft for polishing and finishing down. So let's just play around in the car, and we'll start with the high nap wool pad. We're going to be using the Shinemate. This is the 620 515, which means the 5-inch backing plate, 15 millimeter. And I'll wear my new apron. We'll try out some of these towels too. We've got a dual-sided towel. This is a softer, kind of feels like a fleece towel. And then we've got another towel. I forget what this one's called, but nonetheless, we'll try that. All right, guys, so we've got the wool pad on the machine here. We're gonna give it a quick mist, just a little mist of water there. Get it a little bit wet. Some say to prime it, some don't. Some prime it with product. Now we're going to use Menzerna. This is Menzerna 2500, so it's kind of a medium cut or an all-in, a one-step basically type of product there. I wouldn't want to say all-in-one, but now I'm putting a little extra to prime that on there. And this is going to be our first time using the Shinemate. So let me get all the fibers coated here. We're going to start off on speed 1. We'll rub it in and then we'll go through it. All right, now I know this is a tough color to see anything on, and we're not really going for huge defect removal or anything like that. I just want to play with the machine, see how it works on the panels, on the different curves, and play with the different pads. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to let these two folks do it as well, and we'll give you a couple different opinions on what we think about this, and that's about it. You know, let's check it out. So right off the bat, the wool pads are usually real grabby on paint off of DAs. For me, they are. And this was really smooth. It's a new pad, so it's going to fling around some of the fibers. But it felt really smooth. The machine is smooth. And this is about as aggressive as you're going to get off this machine. I ran it on a speed 2.5. And it had plenty of power on there. So I like it already. All right, we're going to try out their new towel. So we'll use this short nap towel here. This is going to be the removal towel. And kind of reminds me of something for glass. And then this towel here is more of a fleece type fill. I don't know that it's fleece, but it's real soft. And I'll use that as my second towel to wipe down. All right, guys, so just with the wool pad, this side looks a lot more crisp. Now, obviously, we can still contribute to a better finish with the foam pads, but for a one step, that would be fantastic. It got a lot of the marring out. It didn't leave any extra marring in there, and I know it's hard to see, but this side has a lot more than the other side. Right about here was where the tape line was. So not bad for the wool pad on the Shinemate. I think that was great with the Menzerna 2500 for a one step. Let's move on to another pad. All right, so I'm just gonna clean this pad. Obviously we're using a spur here, and all you do is use this on microfibers or wool pads. Probably be better off not doing it like this. I am going to put the apron on that they sent me. I forgot about that. But anyway, and that'll clean up the pad. As you can see, it's nice and clean now and ready to use again. All right, this is Shell, everybody. She has zero experience with anything detailing, but I'm giving her the Shinemate, and we got the wool pad. We got some Menzerna 2500. She's going to do a quarter of this little front section. I want to get her opinion on trying something really new. All right, Shell, throw it, put it down here.
Okay.
Wipe it around a little bit.
Okay.
And you're gonna pull the trigger on speed 1.
Okay.
Put your hand here. Okay. Now spread it out and keep that machine flat. Look at this. Make sure this is flat. Now turn the speed up to about 2.5, 3. Oh, keep it flat. It'll stop moving if you turn it. And then I want you to go like a tick, like a hashtag. Back and forth, up and down. Slow. See, a natural, people. Okay, now go up. Now turn back, yeah. And just go over each one like 50%. Yeah, now up again. Now go sideways again. Slow, slow. Now lower the back. Yeah. All right, press the trigger and let it go. Okay. So here. So what did that feel like? Thanks, friend.
Well, my hands are still vibrating after. So
okay. Is it heavy to you?
Got a little buzz. Yes, it is quite heavy.
Okay.
But once you're able to get your grip on it, you're definitely able to handle it better. So that was cool.
Okay. Now you're not a very big lady here, so
yeah,
it should be heavy to you.
Small, yeah.
Okay.
About 5'2", so that was.
All right. Now, was it hard to do?
No, but keeping it steady or like trying to make sure you're not, keeping it balanced it's a little tough.
Okay. Now let's wipe this off and we'll see how you did. All right. This is Shell's polishing right here. Now I tell you what, when I look from here at the white light and I move up here to the white light, it's a lot crisper in this paint. It's more HD. Stand over here and check it out. Tell me if you see it. Alright guys, so we're going to switch it up pads here. We're working on the hood now. I'm going to go with the Microfiber pad. This feels really nice. And we're going to use the Menzerna 2500. I'm going to show these guys because they're going to play with this too. I like having the guys that don't get to do this very often and use this machine and the pads and see what they think and the results they're getting. So let's get it going here. We're gonna rub this in. Because it's the first time using this, I want to get every fiber full of product. We start on low speed and we're gonna do about 2 by 2. We're gonna wipe it in. And we're gonna turn it up. It should run itself, okay? If you turn this, it'll move on you. You'll feel it. So it should be able to run itself. You're just barely putting a little pressure. 1 1,000, 2 2,000, 3 3,000, 4 4,000. All right, and when you go side by side and up and down, that's considered one pass. So 2 passes would be 2 up and downs and 2 side by sides. All right, so we're done with that one. I like this wool pad just like I like the microfiber pad just like the wool pad. It's smooth, it's better than the other ones that I've used. And the nap on this doesn't get so matted down. It seems to fluff up really easy. So let me clean it real quick for you guys. It's all nice and clean. Ready to go.
Never used one of these before.
Okay, never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
All right, first time using the Shinemate. We got the microfiber pad. Nope. Okay, so there's a mistake of a first time, and let's look at the mistake. You always put it on the car. That's why we're wearing the apron, guys, the Shinemate apron, so it don't get all over you. All right, go ahead, put it on the car. Wipe it all around first. Try to grab all that up. No, wipe it without turning it on because it's still gonna splatter.
Gotcha.
So wipe it all up. Bloopers right here.
Bloopers.
All right, now go ahead and get back in that area.
All
Put
right.
it flat. All right, not a lot of pressure on that front hand, just laying it down.
Ready?
All right, go. Not too much pressure here. You just a little bit over there. Yeah, you're good. Now turn this up. Keep it flat. Your back is up. Turn it down. There you go. You see, you can see that black mark spinning right here? That's how you know it's doing the scale. It's spinning. If you tilt it, that'll stop spinning. You want it to be moving. All right, so you're a lot bigger than Michelle here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a heavy machine to you?
No, not at all. It's actually so light.
That's right.
That's where the blooper came from at the beginning. I move like a breeze.
All right, and is it a lot of vibrations? Not too bad.
It's a little vibration in the fingertips where you expect
Okay.
it, but not where it's like a car wash where you're holding it and got your whole arm. No.
Right.
Easy and light.
And what do you think of the job? Let's look at what he did here. What do you think of the job that you did here on this? This is a first-time user, folks. How does it look?
So bright, so shiny. From the light, I can almost see myself in it. Versus looking up at the top light, you can kind of see how that one's more blurry. But this was easy. I know a lot easier than using wax on, wax off.
All right. We're gonna try the diamond cut foam pad. This is the yellow one from Shinemate, and I want to see if I can refine any of what little microfiber marks that has been left. You really can't see them, although I just want to see if this does a even better job. It's pretty hard to beat what this machine and these pads are doing at this point. So we use the diamond cut pad with the Manzana 2500. It is nice and firm on there. Reminds me of the firmness of a Rupees pad, but it's got the diamond slits so it cuts, it's not flat. And I think the polish will also get in there and evenly keep spreading out as well. I like those cuts on these types of pads. And it just felt really good on the paint. I like this pad. like a pro already. Turn it up. There you go. So the last one we got is the red foam pad. This is a soft polishing pad, and I'm just going to go over this car with this. This should be really fast and easy. So we'll start on speed 1. So this red polishing pad is super smooth. It's soft. It grips the paint nicely. It's probably one of my favorite pads for polishing. I mean, not this one so much, but in general, these types of pads for polishing are some of my favorites that I use. And this is no different than those ones. Excellent. Machine is smooth with it. Just complete package here.
Butter. B-U-T-T-E-R, moves smooth as butter. Hot butter, that is. But very soft. It was light. I kind of was able to move around smoother. Felt softer. I like this one the best. It doesn't cut any dirt, as I was told, but brings a shine there. It's my favorite one.
My question to you is, what is the difference on what that provides versus this?
Okay, so they look the same to most people, but this is a dual action polisher and this is a rotary polisher. So as you can see, this one will spin on its own, and it has another orbit. So basically imagine the Earth spinning, but the Earth is also moving like in a star pattern while it's spinning. So it's spinning and moving. It's two actions. That's why it's called dual action. And it's probably a little bit safer, I'd say, but it doesn't mean you can't hurt paint, but it's probably a little safer than one of these. Most beginners or people pick this up first. Most of us old school guys started with these. They didn't have those back in the day. And this is all motor. It doesn't spin freely. It's gear driven, and it only spins in one direction. And when you lay this down, this cuts. This is like, you want to get in that. And you can do some damage with this machine here. So, you know, if you want something more for a beginner that will do an excellent job, obviously the Shinemate dual action 620 polishers. These 620s are more powerful than the 510s or the 610s, whatever they were before this. And this is the new ones that they got out, and it was fantastic. So if you're new, get one of these. All right, you guys, thank you very much for helping out with this video.
Absolutely, enjoy
and
it.
Today we're talking about the Shinemate polisher. It's the 620 515. We've got the wool pad, microfiber pad, the diamond cut pad, and the red polishing pad. We got, I forget what these towels are called, but this is the one I used for buffing off immediately, and after like a second towel for a second buff. That's not part of it. Here's the apron, and this will help keep you cleaner if you get any splatter on it. But the car came out really nice, as you can see. All of these pads I was super impressed with, guys, especially these two, because usually I have problems with these. They get grabby, they don't clean up as well with the spur, and these just did a really nice job. I really enjoyed these. Of course, this type of pad is excellent for kind of one-stepping or cutting as well, and definitely not as abrasive as these two pads here. And polishing, you know, these are my favorite types of pads, these red ones that are really nice and soft. So all in all, Shinemate's got a great package here that they send you. I definitely recommend the 620 polisher. You guys, what do you think about the polisher? First time users here, what do you guys think as a whole?
Well, I guess as a whole altogether, yeah. It definitely made my car look way better. I was able to see the differences in between the shine. So I'm pretty happy with it.
It changed the way I looked at washing cars. Definitely, whole different aspect of looking at the paint and what comes on it as far as dirt and cleaning.
Right. So were you guys pretty comfortable using this? First time, I mean, would you give it a go again if you?
Oh yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back.
I mean, if you were here supervising me, sure, but I don't think I'd do it on my own. I'm just saying.
Dad's
it was
definitely
a
getting
little
one of
difficult.
these for Christmas.
Dad's getting a Shinemate.
Yes,
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Shinemate, thank you.
Thank you, Shinemate. You made my car
Thank
look
you, Shinemate.
beautiful.
It does. It looks great. All right, guys, did you like that video? If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and press the notifications bell so you get all the new videos we're putting out. Today, we're talking about the Shinemate 620 series DA polisher. That's the 515 we're using. What is it? Well, it's this beast right here. All right, so the series is 620. That's their new line, and it's a 15 millimeter, 5-inch dual action polisher. What's dual action polisher? Dual action means it spins, but it also moves while spinning. It's moving around in a motion, star motion, you know. It's correcting the paint further out and spinning at the same time while it's moving. So it's correcting faster and it's reaching out further. So you're getting more space corrected faster. Very, very simple machine to use. Now, this machine is very cool. It has a nice speed dial on it. It has a trigger that also controls variable speeds. You can taper it down or make it go faster, all with the trigger. And it has a speed lock button on there. It also has lots of rubber grips, so it's real comfortable in your hand. It's not very heavy. I know Shell said it was heavy to her, but she probably weighs 120 pounds. She's a little girl. For me and her friend, it was just very, very easy to use, comfortable in her hands, not a problem at all. So the reason that I was enjoying using this so much is it was quiet and smooth while using it, and it had a lot of power, guys. Now I have a lot of different machines back there. I have, you know, griots, I've had rupees, I've sold the rupees, I've got flex machines, I've got SPTA machines, and if I had to buy one today, all right, those are all, everything's different prices. They range anywhere from $100 on up to like $550 now. And I think this machine is right around $250 to $300, depending on where you buy it. I would definitely buy this machine. I'd buy it being a new person or an experienced person. It's good for either person, new or experienced. Because it's a DA, it's good for new people because you're less chance of hurting the paint. This is easier on you, easier to learn with than say a rotary tool or a forced dual action type of polisher like the Flex 3401. These DAs, most people tend to grab them because they're easy to use, and this is no different than that, and very, very smooth. Now, Shinemate not only makes an awesome polisher right here that will do the job with all kinds of pads. Mind you, they make their own pads, and they make pads like these. All right, so these two first pads are the ones I started with. They got a wool pad and a microfiber pad, and I was very impressed with these pads because a lot of times when I used wool and microfiber, they leave marring. You use these for more cut. these will leave marring a lot of times, and they get matted down, the hairs on them, and these just didn't do it as much as my other pads that I have. And I really enjoyed using these. They gave it a nice cut, and they didn't get matted down as easy. Of course they will get matted down eventually and you'll have to clean them, but I think I got more longevity and work time out of them. And for the car we worked on, I know it's not a fantastic color for us to cut and you to see the differences, but we weren't really looking at scratches. That car's a used car, and I don't know if it was repainted or what, but it was kind of cloudy, and we wanted to cut that paint down and get it more crisp is what we really wanted to do. So that's why we were playing with some microfiber to see how it would cut and finish, and it did a fantastic job. Mind you, I was using 2500 Menzerna, which is a middle grade compound and polish. It cuts and finishes well, but teamed up with these pads, it was very, very good. Shinemate also has these foam pads that they sent me. So these are diamond, this is a diamond cut yellow pad. It's firm and it has nice cut and finishing abilities, and it's even more smooth than those wool and microfiber pads. Great pad for one step as well. Cleans up and glides across the surface. They got the red foam finishing pad. This is like your jeweling pad, or you could use this for waxing even. It's very soft, very pliable, and just a pleasure to work with. I really like these pads. I went over the car with them after we had cut some with these pads, and we just kind of jeweled it down a little bit, had a little fun, and brought some more gloss out of the car. The polisher worked fantastic with each of those pads. Like, they've really got a good system together with their pads. They also have a cool apron that they sent me. You know, it fits well, it's good, keeps your clothes clean. As you can see on the video, we had a little splatter issue, or these guys were new, so they didn't know, and they just pressed the button, the trigger, and it spun and splattered. So you need an apron. They got an apron there. And they also sent these towels. This towel, this blue one, was really nice. It's like soft and short piled, and I use this to take off the residue immediately after polishing. Then I went over it with this really soft towel. It's probably a little bit longer nap than this, but really soft, and this just kind of took any of that leftover residue off, and the car looked fantastic when it left here. Those two were very happy. Mind you, I was explaining to them waterless washing, clay barring, like the whole process to get the car ready, and then we polished right there. So they were very interested. They didn't know anything about the whole system. And being that Shal's just a little thing, you know, the polisher might be a little heavy for her, but me and her friend, we had no problem holding that polisher, moving it around. As a matter of fact, he was like, yo, let me get on that and let me play with it more. He was really falling in love with the polisher. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and Shinemate, thanks for letting us try out your 620 515 dual action polisher and your accessories that go with it. It's a fine kit. I really like it. We're gonna make more videos with this. This is just the first of many videos. I'm gonna bring in some different colored cars. We'll do some actual paint correction on them, and I'll show you guys more about the Shinemate polisher. As for now, definitely would be a buy for Shinemate. Absolutely. If I had to go out and grab one polisher right now, and I was new and I was doing my cars, I'd look at the Shinemate line 620s. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day.